Thank you, Lone Ranger. Welcome to the George Thomas Clark podcast. The painter who has most fascinated art aficionados, as well as the general public, for more than a century, is Vincent van Gogh. One reason for that is he had a very violent and disturbed life. He cut off part of his ear. He was hospitalized several times for mental disturbances that frightened and angered his neighbors and people in the towns where he lived. But many people have such problems and are lost to history. Vincent is eternal because through his art, he shapes his passion and his misery in unique and beautiful ways that affect us every time we look at his work. So today, in the first of 8 or 10 pieces that I'll read in the next week or two, is a piece called She Lives With Vincent, written from the point of view of Sian Hornick. This is from my collection, Painted Blue. As oldest of 10 children of a porter, I clean houses and make clothes, and mother works by my side and younger siblings too. This isn't enough, though, and we go to soup kitchens and anywhere else for help until I decide to sell what I have, and men like it well enough, and I bear 3 children by customers I can't name, and 1 daughter survives, and I'm 31 and pregnant again when I meet Vincent in 1882. He tells me I've been plowed by life, but appreciates that because he has too, and needs someone who won't reject him, like his widowed cousin Key and art dealers and his parents who curse him for living with me. Vincent isn't going to listen to them. I'm the only woman he doesn't have to pay in cash, and he's thankful to give my daughter and me and soon my son a place to live, and says life is so much better waking up next to me. He sketches me all the time, but I tell him, you'll never make anything doing that. Nobody wants to look at me, especially the strange way you draw and paint. I'm learning. I'm getting close. You'll see. Everyone will, he says. I can't see his hobby going anywhere. After all, he's supported by his brother. I don't want to lie around all day while he scribbles. I go back to cleaning and sewing, and as usual earn little, so again entertain men, while Vincent cries and Theo rushes to The Hague and says, get rid of Sian Hornick or she'll ruin your career. That's a lie. I'm good for Vincent's work, even if it brings in nothing. Look at me in Sian, sewing, half-figure. I'm a diligent woman making clothes and more money than Vincent ever does painting. Sure, I'm unattractive and worn and weak-chinned, but Vincent isn't any better. We're what people like us can expect to find, and both quite unhappy, and Vincent more so than I, even in sorrow, when I sit, burying my face in weary arms, as breasts sink onto thighs in a horrible world. Fine, Vincent, I say, when he insists on leaving in 1883. You'll never have anyone like us again. My daughter loves you. The baby thinks you're his father. You and I may not be in love, but we have each other, and you'll never have anyone again. I don't wish Vincent bad luck, but I know him, and I'm not surprised to hear he shoots himself in 1890. I know he has to do it, and I'm sure he would understand in 1904 I'm 54 and married to a no-good man and can no longer sell myself and, feeling like an old whore, jump into a river. I'm telling you, Vincent should have stayed with me.